Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. I'm here with Lou.
Hello.
We are just sitting outside of Hare's because we thought it was, well, I thought it was about time for
An update.
Another little update. Lou's been working there all day today and you've been starting to fit the kitchen, haven't you?
The kitchen's in.
Yeah, so basically fitting the kitchen. 2 of the bathrooms are almost finished, aren't they?
3.
3 is the, well, downstairs toilet.
Yeah.
And
Utility room.
yeah, utility rooms in. The garden, you've been working on the garden over the last few weeks, haven't you? Which was a massive job, like it's a big difference. And you've been doing quite a lot, haven't you? And so we are, yeah, I thought it was about time to show you another update, because I think last time I showed you, like keep saying we as if I've actually done anything here.
Oh, you chose the colours.
It'd just been painted last time I showed, hadn't it? So it was a bit of an empty shell still. So now it's like starting to come together. And the only other decision we need to make, well, I need to make, is we need to order some worktops.
Worktops, handles.
Yeah,
knobs.
like knobs and handles for the kitchen. And ordering wise, is that it?
Yeah, I'm on the garage door.
Like it's really nice.
Oh, you need to make a decision about some shelves in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, like kitchen shelves, because we went for like lower units but not upper ones, a bit like we had in our last house, because we didn't really have that many up. We did have some. You'll see in a second. But anyway, yeah, like it's quite nice to know that a lot of the big purchase decisions have been made, and it's not quite so much money coming out anymore, is it? Because it got to a point where it was like, can you transfer another so much into the account? Can you transfer another? And it just got a bit expensive. Anyway, let's go in and I'll show you how it's looking. Can you just chuck that in your pocket, please?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, actually, new front door as well. Don't know if you've even seen the new front door. But, yeah, as you come in, I think the flooring was definitely down last time I showed it.
Yeah, because we need to skirt and paint before we can paint.
Yeah, so the flooring, yeah, of course, the flooring was down, but we now have a kitchen going in. Nice. Yeah, it's lovely. That's really nice. God, it makes such a difference, doesn't it? It literally makes it feel like not an empty shell anymore. Sorry, I was taking a while to say anything.
Yeah, no,
Were you thinking, say something, say something?
It really doesn't make much difference to me now. I've seen it.
No, I know. So we went for, what colour is it? It was linen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's called linen from Howden's. I did prefer the one from DIY Kitchens that I showed you the sample of, but the wait time on that was just a bit too long and we wanted to kind of get, yeah, everything done. So we went for this one from Howden's, which is just, yeah, the colour of it's called linen, so it's like a neutrally colour, which actually works perfectly. And then I think we're going to have shelves up there, just along that wall there.
It's a bit odd for a unit.
Obviously, once it's got handles and worktop and everything,
Sink,
it will look
hob.
a lot, yeah, sink, hob, everything like that. It will look a lot more finished and nicer. But even like the colour of the units against the floor works really nice, doesn't it? It's got a nice warm, homely tone to it.
See the windows are still taped up.
Yeah,
so
windows are still taped up, and so that was quite dark in here. But over this side you can see islands also in. So this will obviously have a big, obviously have worked on the top of it, and then on the other side there'll be stalls. Not that we'll probably get stalls to sell it with, but you get the idea. We could also bring the ones from our old house maybe, just to sell it, dress it up, yeah. And then we come through here, we have got a utility room. Oh, I like that colour as well. Do you know what? I like that even more than I thought I was going to. This was the colour that I was a bit more, I couldn't really remember what it was like. In my head I was like, is it a bit too green? But it's really nice, isn't it? Do you know, I wouldn't have been adverse to having that out there. Which one do you prefer?
I think they're both nice.
Yeah, I do think they're both nice, and I think neutral is always a good bet because everyone's going to like it, although this kind of sage green is very in at the moment. Is it not going to be?
Washing machine. Washing
machine, of course, yeah. Yes, obviously there'll be worktop in there, and then a space for the washing machine, and are we having a sink in here as well? Yeah. But yeah, I like that. This is the sage green from, so let me let this focus. Yeah, sage green from Howden's as well, which looks lovely, and again looks really nice against the floor as well. We just kept the same floor running all the way through and into the little downstairs toilet as well. In here, it's we just got this little sink unit. I know it looks a little bit pathetic at the moment, but because of like the layout of it, anything bigger would have come out too far and made it a bit restrictive, so we just had to go for a really small one. I also got the matching toilet unit as well. So yeah, very simple in there. And then, yeah, kitchen is looking so good. Yeah, really good. It's going to look so nice once it's got all the knobs and the worktop on as well, isn't it? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, it's been alright. Been fun.
Been a labour of love.
Yeah.
I bet it feels satisfying for you though, now that it's all finally starting to like come together and feel. These are the more rewarding jobs that you get to do rather than the.
Yeah, I don't like the kitchen.
No, but you know what I mean. Now it's all going in. Yeah, it starts to get a little bit more satisfying, and it's more satisfying for me to show you guys as well, because there's actually something to show you rather than just a blank canvas.
Big kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good sized kitchen. I feel like the camera doesn't actually do it justice because it's like I have to try and stand back and show you, but it's really good size.
Also, you can put a fridge here.
Yes, so what we decided to do is just leave a space for a freestanding like American fridge freezer there, because it kind of just worked with the layout, and yeah, that was what we sort of opted for. Shall we go and have a look upstairs?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Just quickly show you in the living room. It hasn't changed at all in here. Still just painted white, and this is kind of used as a bit of a dumping ground for all of the cardboard and bits and bobs, so yeah, that's still looking like a building site. And then if we go up the stairs, it is really light. I feel like the camera doesn't really do it justice by how bright it is, but yeah. And I know you know the layout of it, but you kind of go in the kitchen and then it's like round in a circle here up the stairs. So we go upstairs. You can see we have the master bathroom. Master bathroom? Is that what it's called? Does that sound a little bit? Main bathroom. And yeah, we've got tiles.
Go in there.
Yeah, no, I am going to go in. We've got a sort of full unit, kind of with what the space we had, it worked better to have that kind of all together, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the unit, sink and tap, and
waiting for skeleton for bath.
yeah, and then over this side, waiting for a bath. We've got a freestanding bath that will be going in. So obviously it will be in front of that tap. The bath is downstairs, but oh, is it? It was downstairs, wasn't it? And then if I show you from over the other side, it's a really good size as well as the bathroom. Shower as well.
A little bifolded.
Yeah. Lovely little shower cubicle too. With the same tiles, or the same design as what's on the floor, but obviously these are square and they're longer ones.
I like a bifolded.
Yeah, no, it's lovely.
Right.
Convenient.
Well, because our one in our old house opened out, and all you do is just drip on the floor.
Yeah, so there you go, practical.
Yeah, all the drips.
Yeah.
Internal.
Yeah, we consider these things, you see.
This came with it, but I didn't know whether you wanted to stick it on or not.
Where does it go?
There.
Oh, does it? You sure?
Where else is it going to go?
Not there, I don't think.
Where else is it going to go?
Not there.
It's the same height as the sink.
I think that's just coincidental. I think it's for if you had a different layout, maybe you'd need a section. So if the sink went in the middle and then that unit went somewhere else. Oh no, you couldn't, because you've only got one slab of marble, haven't you?
Where's it going? Where's it going?
Not there. Oh, I don't know, not there. Guys, where does it go?
That's why I didn't put it on.
Answer an argument, where does this bit go?
That's why I didn't put it on.
It couldn't go there, because then they'd give you one for the other side as well, wouldn't they?
No, because there's nothing to go there.
Alright, fine.
But, because they don't always sit square.
Okay,
To
so
cover that square like that.
maybe.
But I didn't put it on, because I thought that you might.
No, I don't think it goes there. But you know.
I know you too.
Could you please settle a debate as well while we're here? Is there anything about this unit, as it is finished, is there anything about it that throws you off? Because when Lou sent me a picture of it, there was something in particular.
Just get anything out.
Okay.
Any distraction.
There was something in particular about it that really.
That's fine. That's
yeah. Okay. There was something about it that I was like, oh my goodness, like that's wrong. Yeah, I'm not giving too much away if I say that's wrong. You happy with me saying that?
Yeah, I'm wrong. It's Dan. That's your opinion.
By my opinion, yeah, which is my humble opinion was that it was wrong. Let me know if anyone else thinks there's anything wrong with it, but looking at it, And yeah, that's it. Right, off we go to.
So hang on. How are we gonna decide this?
What?
So if 10 people say, "Oh, what about that?"
Okay, if someone's commented what it is and you agree, just like the comment.
Or if 1,000 people don't mention anything, how do we know? What?
All right, or comment there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, comment that there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. Anyway, this is the bath that's going to be going in the bathroom. This is just obviously in the spare bedroom, in one of the spare rooms, or one of the bedrooms, sorry. But yeah, that's the bath. Really like the style of it. Obviously it's got foam around the top at the moment. But yeah, lovely freestanding bath. And then this is the bedroom, which again, I've shown it to you since it's been painted. And ensuite, we pretty much went for a very similar, well, the same tiles and the same tiles in the shower. The shower, if I just stand back here, the shower is a big old kind of walk-in shower.
Which I still haven't got the glass for yet.
No, and it should have come last week, I believe. Let me have a look. Still waiting for the shower screen for that. But went for chrome in here just to change it up a little bit, to be honest. Obviously the other one's got gold in there. I do think the gold looks a little bit more kind of luxurious, but I like the chrome as well. So yeah, we went for silver in here and a very similar unit. So yeah, that's that. That's everything that's changed, isn't it?
Yep. Outside, is anything?
Oh yeah, let's go and have a look outside. And if I just show you outside the garden. So this is like the double doors from the living room. So there's kind of like this built up step patio area here. Right, let me just stand back here and show you. So yeah, it's like a little, whoa, a little patio area here. And then, yes, that's why, because you get the evening sun here. And then follow round, done a little path around here. This is obviously all going to be turfed. Yeah. And then you've put sleepers all the way along here, haven't you, to kind of like,
retain it.
Yeah, separate the kind of planty area. And then the patio comes all the way along here to the back. And then obviously at the back there's kind of shingle. And yeah, this is all going to be turfed. So once there's grass along there, it's going to look so much better. And I feel like, I don't know if I showed much of the garden before, but it was very much like run down, like it was quite a big job. But I feel like what they kind of did, we wanted to do like the easiest, not easiest, but like easy-ish option.
We don't want to make too many decisions in someone else's garden.
Exactly, without making it too complicated, but also making it practical. So they need a patio area, you want a grass area, and you want like a verge with, you know, planted area as well. So we kind of figured that this was the best option to do. Lou, sorry, I'm being corrected. Lou kind of figured that this was the best option to do. No, I have said what a good job.
For your instructions, I don't really care about the garden, you decide.
It was too much of a decision for me to make, if I'm honest. Like I felt like it was just
creativity.
Yeah, I did lack a bit of creativity with the garden. But I think, yeah, once this is all turfed, massive difference. Sunny garden, just a really easy to maintain garden as well. And then you're going to kind of paint that back wall, aren't you, and just tidy a few bits up.
Give it a scrape
but
back and give it a lick of paint.
But apart from that, yeah, massive difference. And
yeah, all the windows are gold clean.
Yeah.
But that makes sense, doesn't it?
No, but it is, yeah, it's so much better. And then yeah, this is just like a little added area that I don't really know what they'll use it for. But
well, you can put like raised planters on it.
Yeah.
You hang your washing out over here. It's somewhere that's like, you know,
looks so much better though. So much better and just so much easier to maintain as well, like this, compared to how it was. Absolutely. And then yeah, obviously as you come back round the corner, like I said, this is the patio area, which will probably have like a table and chairs for the evening sun. And then this bit around here is all going to be shingled as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Round to the front. And I will show you the outside of the house as well. I'm going to step back so I can show you a little bit better. I don't know if I've even, I must have shown it since the cladding's gone up. I must have done, but if not, then this is how it's looking. So we kept the brick at the bottom, white render, cladding. It looks so lovely. It just, yeah, it's just really made such a huge difference. Obviously that's all going to be covered as well. And maybe get a few more flowers down here, because this bit here is looking a little bit plain around the side. But
once it's got some turf in there.
Yeah, I'll show
That
you.
won't look
I'll
as
stand
bad.
outside so I can show you the angle of the house a bit better. Yeah, this is how it's looking from the outside. Very nearly finished, but looking so much better. Oh god, it's hot. It was getting hot, wasn't it, when I was standing there talking? I was thinking,
She's a nice lady.
she's really nice. I am vlogging. Yeah, she was so lovely, wasn't she? We were just leaving, and then that's gonna fall off. Hang on. We were just leaving, and then the neighbour from across the road was like, "Can I come and have a look? I've been seeing you work here for such a long time, and I keep meaning to." Has she not been in at all?
I think right at the start she came, popped her in.
Oh, okay. She was like, "Can I come and see how it's looking?" So Lou showed her around. Well, we both showed her around. But yeah, she's really nice, isn't she?
Yeah, she's really nice.
But yeah, it's looking good, as you can see. He's been working hard. You've done a good job.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, the only decision we've got to make, which I think we've already made a decision anyway, haven't we? But we were like, we were debating between going for, with the worktops, we were like, do we go quartz or that kind of thing and spend thousands on it? Yeah. And spend thousands, I don't know, a good few thousand on it, or do we go for like a nice laminate, well, basically a laminate, but like a, you know, a nice one, and save a few thousand? But
I think also,
yeah,
you know, someone might walk in and we might put a quartz worktop,
and they might think, love the kitchen, wouldn't have gone for fake marble quartz or whatever, or marble.
Whereas if you put in a cheap worktop,
they can, I think that's what we're thinking. We're like, do you know what, do we spend the extra 4 or 5 grand or whatever it is?
I don't think that's going to sell the house.
It's not going to sell the house.
And you're happy,
you can
and
still get a
the only
similar
thing you
effect
need
with
to
laminate and save ourselves that outlay in the first place.
People might want to change the hob, they might want to change the oven,
and then let them
you've got
decide.
to put them in, and
you just because it's a lot of money, a lot more money for us to invest
that we might not see back.
Yeah, so that was kind of the decision. But I think that's a decision made. And obviously I know it's a really, you know, it's a lovely house. Eventually maybe someone will want to change it and have more expensive worktops, but I think we'll still get a really good look, like a nice look to the place with laminate. And then yeah, so that is the update, and I will show you again in the next couple of weeks when the worktops are in and the knobs are on. The turf's down and it's actually ready to go. Yeah, we've had it valued, so we're kind of almost ready to get it back on the market. And yeah, getting closer. But like I said, I'll do another update in a couple of weeks when it's kind of all coming together a bit more. And yeah, let me know what you think. Good morning. I have just finished doing my makeup, as you probably just saw. That's really making my ears stick out, isn't it? Yeah, I've just finished doing my makeup. I feel like it's actually gone on quite nicely, although I do think, like, when it's sunny outside, your makeup always looks nicer, but when it's like grey and cloudy, it always just looks a little bit drab, doesn't it? But yeah, it feels like the longest time since I've actually filmed myself doing my makeup, getting ready. But the reason I decided to today is because I finally have wardrobe doors in here, which just makes it feel a little bit more like calm and peaceful. Only because when the wardrobes are open, although the idea is to keep it all like aesthetically pleasing and the bags all stacked and the blazers all in colour order, it's not always that. It doesn't always look like that. So sometimes I go to film and I think, God, it just looks too cluttery behind me. Anyway, I finally have wardrobe doors up. They do need a little bit of like adjusting. Lou put them up last night in like a little bit of a rush. So he needs to kind of like adjust them slightly. And obviously I need some knobs on there. But yeah, finally some doors up, which makes it feel a little bit more, like I much prefer it. I thought at first I'd quite like it open, but yeah, I much prefer it doors. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the sunshine that we've got at the moment. Honestly, it's been such a lovely week, which is just wonderful. I'm just about to do my hair. As you can see, it's rather greasy. It needs a wash, and well, it needs more than a wash, doesn't it? But hence why I'm going to put it into a slick bun, because it's just a go-to. But the other day I had a couple of comments asking about my bun, and so I thought, as I was doing it now and it's very quick and easy, I'd quickly show you how I do it, because yeah, it's very, very, very easy. I mean, I'm not sure that this is like the kind of correct way to do it, but this is just how I do it. So I always get my kind of like thin comb, put it on the middle of my nose to get my parting, and go up and back so that I can get it as central as possible. And then, does that look about right? Yeah, that looks good. So get a little centre parting to start with. I am going to put a little bit of serum in there. This is so good, this Kerastase Alexa Ultime. It's just like a really, really lovely, it says oil, but it's like a serum oil. I'll put a couple of pumps in of that in. And it smells, yeah, it smells so good as well. So yeah, pop a couple of pumps of that in just to give it a little bit more whole, well, not even whole, but just make it feel a little bit more sleek when I'm trying to put it up. And then I have just brushed it, but I just kind of like pull it like that and brush it up at the sides like that, kind of brush it up and backwards. That's one side done, and then the other side, kind of brush it up and backwards, trying to keep that first like inch of parting in there, like so. And then I like mine quite high, just because I feel like it lifts my face up. Which at the moment, with like sleepless nights, which I say sleepless nights, we're getting better, but you know, we're never, a lay-in is a thing of the past with a toddler. So yeah, the little facelift just helps a little bit. But kind of just do that. Use the comb to just pull this front bit, rather than going completely back. I try and like make it go down a little bit like that with a comb. Does that make sense? Just sort of brush it to the side a little bit. And then when it feels about right, which it doesn't yet, hang on, give me a second, let me just get it a little bit higher. And then tie that up. I'm using a little bit of this Living Proof Prime Style Extender. It's actually nearly run out, but I do chop and change with what I use. Sometimes I'll use sometimes I even just use like a leave-in conditioner, or yeah, like a kind of putty thing of Lou's I sometimes use. Just, it really, whatever's to hand really. I don't think it makes much difference, as long as it's got a little bit of a stickiness to it, it holds it. So I put that on, and then I comb it up to sort of smooth it out. Ignore these lumpy bumps, because I'll get rid of those in a minute. And then the same, the other side. Smooth it all backwards, like so. A little bit more product underneath, just to keep those baby hairs up. And then, for me, these like bumps when I'm doing it are like unavoidable, so I just do get a couple of grips, like a couple of little curvy grips, and then sort of, oh, that hasn't got an end on it. Do you ever get those where they haven't, like the end's fallen off, so they scratch you as they go in? That needs to go in the bin. Yeah, so I just hold that bit down and put a grip in. I actually don't mind a few little lumps here. I quite like the little bit of lift it gives, weirdly. But I will just pin that down. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of just flattened those bumps down a little bit, and then I literally just brush out the ponytail just to smoothen it a little bit and just wrap it round the hair scrunchie. I prefer using a hair scrunchie, I just find them more comfortable than an actual kind of thin one, but sometimes you can see it through the middle, so it might be easier just to use a thin band. But yeah, wrap that round, and again, a few more grips. And that is it. I mean, it's not my best, but it will do. But yeah, easy, slick back bun. I do usually put a little bit of hairspray on it or a bit more product just to make sure it stays in place. And I would probably usually do it ever so slightly higher, just because I know you're kind of sitting, I've got the camera up a little bit high, but like, I quite like to be able to see just the top of it. But yeah, you get the idea. That is how I do my slick bun. Right, I'm gonna get dressed and then we'll chat in a bit. Okay, I definitely feel like this bun needs to be a little, like a centimetre higher. I always feel like I look a little bit like an egghead unless you can see a little bit of bun. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, it just feels a little bit off. Anyway, like I said, these arrived yesterday and Lou put them up last night. I also ordered these little mesh things at the bottom, because when I got these wardrobes ages ago, they never had these in stock. So I ended up just using this bottom section just to like put boxes and things in. Because you can't put these drawers, I don't know if you've got like they're the Ikea packs wardrobes, but if you've ever got them, you'll know that you can't put these wooden ones there because of where the hinges go, unless you're not having doors, and then you can use them. So yeah, I've got those at the bottom of each drawer as well. So more space to kind of fill, which is good. I also got this from Ikea, which, the only reason I got it is because it was like, it came up on the offers and it was like reduced from, I think it was 60 down to 25. And I thought, well, if it was 60, it must have been good. So let's see what it's like. First impressions, I'm not too convinced. It is like a faux olive tree, minus the olives. It doesn't have any olives on it. But let's see what it's like, because I thought it might be quite nice. Have I got a knife up here? She says. I'm only saying that because I know I had one yesterday when we were opening the cardboard for these. I didn't know it was still up here, but it's not. But yeah, I just thought it'd be quite nice to add a little bit of greenery in the living room downstairs. Which, by the way, little update planning wise here. I know obviously, like you know, that this is a temporary fix for this house. But we applied for planning permission for what we want to do to the house, which is quite a big change, and so there'd be extra roof space, and from what the feedback was, they were okay with the plans of what we want to do to the house, but because there'd be so much more roof space, there'd be more rainwater fall, and so they want us to do a rainwater, I can't think what it's called, basically like a rainwater test over the winter, the whole of the winter, from like I think October to February or March, to prove, obviously that's when there's the most rain, they want us to prove that or show that the house can manage it, like that however much rainfall there is, the house can manage it. Now I probably have said that in very kind of like loose terms, but basically we had to withdraw our plans for that reason, and then we'll have to wait until next winter, well this winter, so obviously we're in July now, so wait until October, November, December, January, February maybe, to do the rain test, and then start planning once they approve it early next year. So we won't be, so for the next like best part of a year, I don't know what, sorry, I'm sitting here chatting away whilst trying to get into this. I don't know what our plans are still. I think towards the end of the year we might move out of this house and find somewhere else to live, so that when the renovations do start, we're not living here. Obviously we wouldn't be able to live here anyway, because it's going to be such a huge change that it won't be livable while we're doing it. So we do need to find somewhere else to live. Always moving. But yeah, so eventually that'll be the plan. Right, how does this work? So yeah, it's basically just on hold at the moment. Obviously I showed you an update of hairs in this video, so since then we have ordered the worktops, we have ordered the knobs, and they're all kind of going in. So yeah, I can give you another update in my next vlog, which hopefully will be up again next week. So I feel like I'm on a bit more of a roll now. So let's arrange this, shall we, and see if I can recommend the £25 olive tree from Ikea. I mean, even if I just have it up here in this room as like a little bit of something in the corner to give this very white room a bit of life. I won't lie, I'm not a fan of the green branch. Yeah, I definitely prefer it if the actual branch was brown rather than green. Should we stick that one at the top? I think it would look a bit more realistic. It's not the most realistic olive tree I've ever seen. That doesn't go there. Okay, that one goes, oh, they've got like shapes to show you where they go. So that goes at the bottom, that goes at the bottom, and that goes at the bottom as well. And then that one must go at the top. Ta-da! And then obviously I need to like arrange it all. Let me move it back so you can see it a bit better. I need to kind of like arrange these a little bit more. Listen, I don't hate it. I think for £25 I could probably zhuzh it up. Would I have bought it if I saw it in store like this? Probably not. But I'll find a little space for it. It's a nice shade of green. Gotta look at the positives in life, haven't we? And I also think I need to get like a nice big wicker baskety tub. This is making it look pathetic. A nice big wicker basket, and then maybe put like some stones in the bottom and make it look a little bit more fancy at the bottom, which I think would help as well. So yeah, a bit tall, a little bit sparse in places. But yeah, that's my new olive tree. What else did I order? I also got a couple of these lampshades, which weirdly come flat pack, but I have assembled one. It's like this bit here just comes flat, so it's gone unfocused. Yeah, and then you just kind of pop the top of the metal bit in, and it's full. But the reason I got two of these, why has it gone unfocused? There you go. The reason I got two of these is just because, like I said, I hadn't bothered changing the lights when we moved in, because I thought that the renovations would start a bit sooner, and so we've just got these old shoddy light fixtures, and so yeah, basically these are just to make everything a little bit more appealing until we do move out, or we do start the renovation. Okay, I've just popped it in the like window area in the living room. I also popped it in like a little baskety thing. By the way, I've closed the blinds so that you can't see out onto the front drive, because just thought it was easier to not have the light flooding through behind as well. But yeah, I think it looks okay. Okay. Also, if I stand here, so imagine like I'm standing here and taking outfit pictures or showing you what I'm wearing, I feel like it looks quite nice behind me. Yeah, in fact, you can probably see it a bit better like that. What do we think? Is it staying there, or am I giving it to my mum because she just looked and was like, oh, I love it, if you don't want it, I'll have it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, I've got a Zara order that I want to show you, so I thought I'd quickly go through a few bits that I've ordered with you. Not the biggest Zara order, and I have already opened this and had a little peek inside, but I thought I'd quickly show you the bits, and then obviously I will try them on. I haven't tried anything on yet, but there's just a few bits in here. I think there's 4 or 5 bits, but I do have a Zara. I am going to do like a Zara haul kind of video focused on like linen, because I love linen at this time of year, and they've got lots of really lovely like lightweight summery linen pieces. When I was looking through the website, there were loads of pieces I loved that were all linen, so I thought actually it's quite a good idea for a video, kind of focus it on that. So I am going to film that next week. So yeah, that should be up hopefully by next weekend. That will be up. But for now, these are the bits that I ordered. In fact, actually this dress is linen as well, so I probably will show it in that video as well, but I just love this. I thought that this was so gorgeous for either I felt like it could either be dressed up as occasion wear or just dressed down during the day with a basket bag and a pair of tan sandals, as I say with everything in the summer. But how pretty is that? So it's like a gorgeous like sage green colour with little white polka dots all over. It's quite fitted around the bust area with adjustable straps, and then it kind of midi length with a little slit. The only annoying thing is when it's like white on the inside and then that peeks out, but we can let that slide. But yeah, I thought that was really nice, just like a really nice summer dress. And you know, sometimes when you're going out for dinner of an evening, like a summer's evening, and you want something that looks nice but it's not like too fitted, it's also quite flowy and not too dressy. So I thought that was lovely. I ordered that in a size extra small, and it says it was £29.95, but it's in euros, so I presume about the same pounds, about the same in pounds. But yeah, I'll slip that on in a minute. And then this is where the order gets a little bit less exciting, because I ordered 4 pairs of trousers in different colours. Literally the same trousers in 4 different colours. And I know that sounds very excessive, but I shall tell you for why. I don't know if I'm going to keep all 4. I might keep 3. I just couldn't decide when I was looking at them online which ones I liked, but I know that I love these trousers, and these are the same trousers that Zara bring out every year. I got these when I was pregnant with Lottie, but I got them in a size medium, which was silly really, because I only kind of had a couple of months of wearing them before they didn't fit me anymore. But I loved them. I just thought they were such lovely summer trousers. They are like so lightweight. They're like silky, kind of like a silky lightweight fabric, elasticated waist, so they look really cute with like tops tucked in them, but equally they look nice with like a little crop top as well, kind of meeting in the middle. Bodies tucked in. I just think they're such a nice pair of trousers. They were £25.99, and I got them in this colour, which I got before. I got this colour before when I was pregnant with Lottie, and then I also got them in black as well, which, I mean, you cannot go wrong with a flowy lightweight pair of black trousers. Like, how fab are they? Even imagine like on holiday with like a little black cami top, or just with a t-shirt during the day, because they're so, I feel like they are perfect to be dressed up or dressed down. So I got them in black as well, and then I couldn't decide between the brown or the green, so I went for both because I just thought, we'll see. I just know that I'll get a lot of wear out of them. Yeah, all extra small, all £25.99, because the waistband's so stretchy. I thought I don't need a bigger size than that, and they've got pockets either side as well. They are just such a nice pair of trousers. And then I ordered them in the brown as well. I don't know if I will show them to you on in all 4 colours. Do you need to see them on in all 4 colours? Maybe I'll show you a couple of colours on. But yeah, they're the brown. Let me know which you think I should keep. I think the first 2 are like an absolute no-brainer, because I know I'll wear black loads and I know I'll wear like the nude loads. But between these 2, do I keep both or just one or the other? But like I said, they're just like, for me, even if I'm at home, like on a nice day, like today, I could just chuck a pair on with a t-shirt, and when it's warm, they're just so flowy and comfy. Okay, I've just popped the black trousers on to start with. I probably wouldn't wear them like this, although I don't think they look bad just with a plain white t-shirt. Like, I think actually it's like a very easy casual outfit. The black don't show up too well on camera, but you get the idea. They're flowy, they're lightweight. In fact, I probably wouldn't wear them with these sandals either, because they've got a bit of a wedge. I think they'd be better with just like a regular sandal. But you get the idea. How lovely are they? They're so flowy and so comfortable. Yeah, so this is the black. I'm going to keep these. You'll be able to see them a bit better in another colour, so I'll pop the light ones on. Okay, I've just tied the t-shirt in a knot just so you can see the shape of the trousers a little bit better. But yeah, very stretchy, elasticated waist, and just very floaty, flowy, and lightweight. How lovely are they? Honestly, they are so comfy. I cannot recommend them enough if you just like, if you're all about the comfort. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to brighten up. That's better. Yeah, if you like a comfy trouser, then you will love these. And for £25, I feel like they're a bargain as well. So nice. And then these are the brown ones, although they do look very similar to the black on camera. They are, well, let me just show you if I film them down. Hang on, there you go, you can see the colour a bit better. Yeah, they are definitely brown in real life, although I don't know if I need black and brown. So I think if there's one pair that I don't keep, it will probably be these, but I'll quickly pop on the green as well. Oh, I like the green. They are lovely. In fact, I think they actually might be my favourite. I really like the colour of those. Again, not the best way of showing them in the mirror. You can't see the colour properly. And for some reason, my camera does not want to adjust today. Normally, like if I tap my face, it just brightens up straight away. But it's just been a bit slow today. I think it's time for a new camera. But yeah, this is the green on. I really like them. I think I might keep the green as well. Let me know which ones I should keep. Obviously, I'll leave them all linked below as well. How gorgeous is this dress? I absolutely love it. I will insert a cutaway of it on, like properly, not in the mirror, so you can see it a little bit better, because I think I'm going to film a reel in it this afternoon. Rafi, there's like building work going on over the road, and I think he can see something happening. But yeah, I really like this. Really like it. Perfect length. I like the slit. The slit's not too high, just a little bit of leg. And like I said, I think basket bag, sandals, perfect. But equally, little heel. I feel like you could dress this up and wear this to like the races if you wanted to, or even a wedding. Or is it a little bit, maybe a little bit not dressy enough for a wedding, but I feel like you could definitely dress it up. And it is linen as well, or like a linen blend. So it's got a nice summery feel to it as well. I like this a lot. Yeah, definitely keeping this. I will leave it linked. I literally just picked up my camera to vlog, and Lottie's just woken up, so Lou's gone up to her, but I can hear her saying, "Mommy, Mommy." So I feel like I need to go up. But I literally just picked up my camera just to finish off the video, because it's Sunday afternoon and I want to try and get this video up today. Literally been editing it now while she's been napping. But I thought, actually, I'll get it up tonight if I can. I had a very chilled morning this morning, which was lovely. Lou actually took Lottie swimming while I stayed at home and just sort of blitzed the house and had a little bit of time to myself, which was actually really nice. And yeah, and then she got back from swimming shattered, which she always is. Had a nice long nap while I got some editing done. And I think we're going to head out for a little like afternoon dog walk, just a nice chilled Sunday, and get some food for dinner as well. But yeah, like I said, I thought I would finish the video here so I can get it up this evening, and hopefully I will try and vlog again, if not next week then the week after. Like I might do the Zara video for next Sunday, and then, or like next week at some point, and then do another vlog the week after. But I will try and get back into more of a swing of it. But yeah, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am going to go and see my little baby, and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.